What's good with y'all? Today we are going to talk about protection, all right? Got that coming up for you real quick. Stay tuned. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're here to talk about protection, all right? And protection to me, right, is one of those things, it's a slippery slope. You know, a lot of people feel entitled to protection. A lot of people feel exempt from violence. And we're here to talk about it today, all right? So, listen up. Now, personally to me, right, protection is one of those things that comes with being with a man. Protection is one of those things that comes with, being around people with certain amounts of power. Now, the thing I kind of do and don't like about protection is kind of like a lot of y'all. I think with women, it's one of those things. It's a good thing, and it pisses me off at the same time because today's woman, majority of girls these days feel like they can talk any type of way to a guy, and personally, that's a big pet peeve of mine. I can't stand when someone feels like they can talk to me crazy. I personally hate that. Now, where does protection fit within all this, right? A woman, for some reason, not even necessarily just a woman, like today's woman, right, feels like she can go on podcasts, disrespect men, talk crazy about guys, finesse men, use men, disrespect men. And then when somebody knock you between the washer and the dryer, for some reason, a man's supposed to step in. Listen, you are not exempt from bullshit and violence because you're a woman. Yeah, it would make sense to protect the woman in this day and age. It makes sense to do that. That's what you're supposed to do. But at the same time, it's really hard to protect the person that's talking all that thug shit. And a lot of y'all like to do that. A lot of y'all like to talk real greasy to dudes. A lot of y'all like to hit men. Like, I seen this clip on Facebook earlier where this dude was at, was it McDonald's? Bought some nuggets. And for some reason, the girl just felt like, whatever, like she was upset, so she just slapped the dude. And the dude slapped her back. And then all the guys want to jump in and be like, bro, you didn't have to hit her that hard. Now, listen, I'm not saying a man should hit a woman. I don't believe in that personally. But at the same time, dog, if you are here throwing punches and somebody clock you back, you had that coming. So if you want to be protected, 1, respect men. 2, keep your hands to yourself. Now, personally, in today's climate, bro, look, I get that women want to be independent. I understand the independence. I understand not needing a man because there are circumstances where you need to have your own. I get that. But you gotta understand something. Men in general, right? Like if you put us all in one room, right? There are certain things that we are all gonna agree on consensually, like just as a consensus, right? And most of us don't feel as though today's woman deserves to be protected. And that's not to say that applies to every woman, but I'm saying the general shit talking bitch on fucking podcasts, it's like, bro, why would you want to jump in front of someone like that and help her? Like when she, okay, take someone like Meg Thee Stallion, for example, right? I don't like that Meg Thee Stallion got shot in the foot. I feel like it's very fucked up for someone to do that. But at the same time, she talk all that thug shit like she don't give a fuck about men. And it's like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like it's very hard to really sit there and help a person step in front of someone or, get in the way of something that, that may be bad for them when they are like, okay, y'all are talking in the same spaces like y'all are dudes is what I'm saying. Like, y'all kick this I don't need no man rhetoric. I don't care to really acknowledge or respect men. And listen, you do what you want. If you're gonna be strong, Miss Independent, I don't need no man, don't give a fuck about a nigga, stand on that. Alright? But don't run to the aid of men when shit go left in your life physically, when someone beat your ass. Like, because you talking all this shit, but you're not ready to walk the walk behind none of it. Alright? It's a very weird space that I see women enter themselves into, and personally, I don't like it, right? Now, if a dude just fire off on you and you ain't did shit, again, I feel like that's very fucked up and wrong. I personally don't feel like no woman should be hit. I watched my parents fight growing up, and I never liked it personally. But it's also hard to watch motherfuckers talk all this fucking thug shit oh, fuck you, nigga, I don't need you, the hell with you, you know, you some bullshit, fuck, you know, I don't like you, I don't acknowledge you, I don't respect you. Like, today's woman does not respect the average guy. And it's like, you'll still expect the dude to jump in front of you when you get hit. And it's like, it's very hard to really do that, bro. Like, it's hard to take a bullet for a woman when you watch her talk all this fucked up shit, say all this bullshit about a guy, you know, about men in general, right? It's very hard to step in front of something like that. Now, the older ladies, women that are very respectable, you know, I'm trying to figure out, like your sisters, your aunts, stuff like that. If they're family members, I understand. But what I'm saying is the general woman of today's time, I can see why it's hard, like, you know, why men are stepping back from y'all. Men are really, this day and age, taking a big step back from y'all because of the type of shit y'all on. It's very hard for a dude to be around you if you are going to constantly be this outraged, rude, mean, disrespectful cunt bitch. Like, it's hard to step in front of a person like that. Like, okay, you live with a woman and she constantly berates you, puts you down, or makes you feel little, belittles you, or disrespects you. And this same woman wants you to jump, you know, wants you to get up to check the noise, you know, in the house at night. Someone may be breaking in and she wants you to get up, and that's when motherfuckers want to revert back to being feminine, is when the shit get too real. And sometimes that irritates me personally. Just saying. There is a good half to this argument, alright? I'm not trying to be a jackass when I say a lot of this stuff. This is just things that go through my head when I hear people talk. Now listen, your girlfriend, your mother, your sister, and I mean family members, people you really care about. I think that is the point of a man, is to protect a woman to some degree. Like, not saying women are not capable of defending themselves, but you're not capable of defending yourself the same way a guy can. You're just not physically able. And that's just, you know, those are differences. But, you know, someone like my mother, someone like my girlfriend, like, man, I'd take a bullet for them motherfuckers. Like, I just would. Like, some stuff, like, okay, as a guy, right, there is this natural, innate thing in you that just tells you to just step in front of women when things get too crazy, all right? And a lot of y'all are kind of trying to make men revert back from that, talking all this crazy stuff. But I mean the woman that doesn't, like, bring all that stress into your life, it's peaceful, you know, she's kind, she's just lovely to be around, you know, when you got a mother that really loves you, when you got a sister that you can talk to, when you got a daughter that you care about. It's like, bro, it just feels like sacrificing your life for those type of people, or stepping in front of, like, something really bad for them. It just feels like the right thing to do. Like, just certain things as a man, as, you know, as a masculine figure, feel correct within the universe. Like, it's a part of my character. Like, I couldn't picture myself letting somebody hit somebody that I cared about to that degree. Like, I can't just, like, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if someone, like, hit my mom in the face and I was okay with it. Like, and any man with any sort of, like, backbone feels the same way. Like, it's just this thing in us that just tells you to be like, you know what? Nah, you're not finna disrespect my mother. You're not gonna disrespect my girlfriend. You're not gonna disrespect my daughter. Like, it's like, okay, I think America kind of has weaponized that from war to some degree. But, like, I mean, like, being a man in the household, being around someone that, you know, does well for you, or cooks for you, cares about you. Man, a motherfucker that feed me, don't even talk about it, bro. I've been done broke somebody's arm behind your ass. Like, my girlfriend specifically. But I'm just saying, like, you know, having positive women in your life, the women that you care about, when, like, me and my homeboy talk, bro, there's certain motherfuckers we'll lay down our life for and won't think twice about it. And I think that is the point of, you know, protection and having all the strength, like, you know, being made different, being made, like, opposite to women, where you physically are stronger and less emotional, you can make rational decisions. Man, it's just something about a man when you do the right thing for a woman that cares about you. It feels like all the planets align, you know? It feels very positive. Like, protecting someone you care about feels very positive. It makes you feel really good about yourself as a guy, right? Like, you know, I think the internet these days have kind of weaponized the white knight thing, whereas, like, if a guy just, you know, the save a hole thing, I think, the internet has kind of weaponized that, but I think, guys jump to a woman's rescue because it simply feels natural to do so. It's just that this day and age, people have made that out to be very simpish behavior. And it's like, look, I get being a white knight. I get being a saver hoe. I get being a simp for a woman that really gives a fuck about you. Like, if your girl cares about you and she supports you and loves you and is faithful to you and is down for you and is just warm and kind and soft, and yeah, that's the motherfucker you simp for. That's the motherfucker you jump in front of bullets for. That's the person you fill their gas tank and rotate their tires and, you don't let nobody yell at them. That's the motherfucker you stand in front of. These motherfucking city girls, I'm not saying they deserve to get hit, but if you walked away from it when they was talking all this gangster shit, I wouldn't exactly look at you different for that. So ladies, if a man's not protecting you, either you probably pissed him off to the point where he doesn't feel like he doesn't feel the need to, he either doesn't have a spine, or he's probably sick of your ass. Like, because men don't just let things happen to women that they care about. So all this talk y'all talking about, men are not protecting us, and listen, men are not protecting y'all simply because y'all feel the need to protect yourselves and y'all don't feel like y'all need nobody. Like, and if you keep talking like you don't need nobody, men are going to treat you like you don't need nobody. Motherfuckers just going to back up off you and leave you alone. But if a dude is stepping in front of you and he's putting his life on the line for you, going out to do the hard stuff for you, shoveling out your driveway, cutting your grass, shoveling snow and all the other shit, motherfucker care about your ass. This has been Real No Williams, man. And I'm glad I was able to help y'all today. Y'all have a good evening. I'm going to go get a burger.